story of Jimmy and Peter. Welcome back, friends. So, if you remember our buddy Jimmy from last time, things have gotten a little complicated. His friend Jake has been a corpse for a few years now, and things didn't go as planned. Poor Jake was starting to fall apart, and Jimmy had to make a tough decision. But fear not, our story doesn't end there. In his desperate search for companionship, Jimmy is about to embark on a rather unique project. Meet Peter, his new creation. Let's dive into this wild adventure together. The Attic, a World of Shadows. So picture this. Jimmy is holed up in his attic, an absolute treasure trove of memories, all wrapped in dusty boxes. The light barely gets in through the cracked wood, and the shadows seem to whisper secrets of the past. It's the perfect hideout for someone like Jimmy, who feels a bit lost in the outside world. This attic is more than just a storage space, it's his sanctuary. Each corner holds remnants of stories untold, and each box is a puzzle of his life. Here, amidst the silence and the eerie ambiance, his creativity thrives. It's a little creepy, sure, but for Jimmy, it's home. In this world, he feels both alone and incredibly alive, crafting memories with every stitch he makes. Burying Jake. A tragic farewell. Now let's talk about Jake. As time passed, the reality of having a decaying friend became too much for Jimmy. Jake, once lively and gleaming with laughter, was deteriorating, and Jimmy knew he couldn't keep him around. After heartbreaking moments, shared secrets whispered in the dark, Jimmy finally gathered the strength to say goodbye. He buried Jake, marking the end of an era in his life. To him, it felt like losing a part of himself. But this wasn't just a goodbye. It was a step toward creating something new. Jimmy was determined to honor their friendship by crafting another that wouldn't fade away. Crafting Peter, a new beginning. And so begins the creation of Peter. With Jake buried, Jimmy set out to build a new friend unlike any other. Armed with a chainsaw and machete, he scoured through the remains of the bodies he had stashed away, piecing together a friend from the remnants of the past. There's something both fascinating and a little grotesque about it, right? Each night, he worked tirelessly, sewing parts together like an artist with a canvas, snipping and trimming until he created something uniquely beautiful. What's more insane? He gave Peter those striking blue eyes had found literally plucked from the remains and a heart, which he knew was essential to make this new friend feel alive inside. He even thought, why not? Let's give him some extra features. Peter ended up with a unique anatomy, a mix of curious ideas Jimmy had in mind. Every stitch held a memory, a piece of himself infused within. As Peter slowly took shape, Jimmy felt that perhaps he was creating something everlasting, a buddy who wouldn't fall apart like Jake. Immortal bonds, the connection between Jimmy and Peter. As Peter began to take form, something shifted within Jimmy. This wasn't just another creation, it was a bond born out of loss and hope. Jimmy poured his heart into making Peter immortal, crafted to withstand time and decay. No more goodbyes, no falling apart. In Peter, Jimmy saw the chance for connection he had longed for, someone who wouldn't fade away like his previous friend. Each stitch wasn't merely about creating a companion, it was about finding solace in the unlikeliest of friendships. Jimmy dreamed of adventures with Peter, imagining all the bizarre moments they could share together, unfazed by the outside world's glaring norm. Living with Peter, the new normal. So, what's living with Peter like? Imagine the quirkiest roommate ever. In the attic, their days are filled with laughter, albeit a bit warped. Jimmy truly enjoys this new kind of companionship, reveling in conversations that balance the line between absurdity and affection. Despite the eerie nature of their friendship, there's warmth in the shadows. Together, they face the silence. Peter, in his stitched-together glory, stands by Jimmy's side, ensuring he never feels alone again, embracing the unconventional. In embracing Peter, Jimmy learned that sometimes the most unconventional friendships can bring the greatest joy. Who knows what unexpected adventures await them next? Stay tuned.